This is the video for measures of center. Measure of center is a numerical value that describes the central position of a data set. And usually when we talk about measures of center, we have four things that we can talk about. Mean, median, mode, and range are used to analyze a data set, which was mentioned in the BrainPop video, if you can remember that. So if we go through these, the mean is the average. It can be determined by adding all of the values and then dividing by the number of values. Typically, the mean or the average is a more commonly used measure of center by statisticians or people that collect data. The median is the middle value of the data set, so remember you have to put the numbers in order from least to greatest, and then you just count by putting the values in order and finding the middle point. When the middle point is between two values, those have to be averaged to find the middle value. So if we have 7 and 8, we have to average 7 and 8, and our median then would be 7.5. The mode is the value that occurs the most often, and the range is the difference between the greatest value and the smallest value in the data set. So when we go down here where it says be precise, find the mean, median, mode, and range for the data set, the first thing that we need to do is always put them in order from least to greatest. The nice thing about these guided notes is that in all of the problems they are already in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to save the mean for last, and I'm going to go to the median. So the median is the number in the middle. So how I find that is I just cross off the outside numbers and work it in until I get two numbers in the middle. So you can see I have these two numbers, 6 and 8, right in the middle. And it says back up here that if we have two values, they have to be averaged to find the middle value. So what is in between 6 and 8? 7. Okay, the mode is the number that occurs the most often, and as you can see from this data, I have two 6s. Okay, so that is the only number that repeats itself, so 6. The range is the greatest number minus the smallest number, so 14 minus 2. I'm just going to write that in here. 14 minus 2, and 14 minus 2 is 12, so that is the range. To find the mean, I'm going to add all of these up. 2, 6, 6, 8, 12, and 14. When I do that, 28, I get 48. Now that's not my mean. I still have to divide by the number of values I have. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values. So 48 divided by 6, that is 8. So my mean here, or my average, is 8. Okay, for this data set, I'm going to start with the median, so I'll work my way in from the outside, and my median is 88. The mode is the number that occurs the most often, so the only numbers here that occur more than once are 88. The range is my greatest number minus my smallest number, 96 minus 86, and that is 10. And my median, I have to add these up, so 86 plus 88 plus 88 plus 92 plus 96. So when I do that, I get 30, carry the 3, and that's 45. So 450 is not my mean. I still have to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 450 divided by 5. 5 can go into 45 9 times, and it can go into 0 times. So my mean, or my average, is 90. Okay. So if we flip the page, I know it looks like a lot of numbers, but I think you can do it. They already are in order, and we'll come back in a little bit and do this together.